Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. I am your educator Praveen Mishra, and today we are going to discuss about one of the most important things that's rolling over internet. Well, as you can see, it's the Indian minister who is saying no literally to a fighter jet. So what's this? It's F-35 of America. Since last 6 months, whole of our media, not just our media, but the global media, has been discussing this point that will India take on the proposal that is to purchase F-35 fighter jets from the United States of America, bypassing all the kind of the expectations of the United States, bypassing all expectations of Russia basically. Well, the F-35 fighter jets, those who have been always in controversy with regard to their high cost maintenance, as well as also they have been considered as not so advanced and something a very fishy type of a product. As per the statement given by Elon Musk, what he quoted, that in my opinion, F-35 fighter jets, they are good for horse race only and not they are good for any kind of a dogfight when it comes to the defense of any country. So, considering the statement coming itself from one of the industrialists of America, the one who is also having a big say into the present American government, when he was quoting that, obviously the public outcry and the public outrage, specifically the public conspiracy as well as the controversies, they sparked regarding the deal of India and America F-35 fighter jet. Are we buying a particular toy which is of no use? So, Indian government has finally taken up that decision and has said bye-bye to this F-35. As we can see, the statements that has come directly from the government sources. What the government has stated that we have directly refused the United States that we are no longer in any kind of intention to purchase the F-35 fighter jets. And when it has come on a very crucial time when just yesterday American government, that is Donald Trump's administration, has imposed 25% tariffs on Indian goods, right? So when you are not showing any kind of friendship, why should we? When you are not showing any kind of full-hearted efforts towards the India-US relationship, so why should we? Well, America is a nation, what we call it as the snake in the house. You cannot trust this one particular country. If you do so, please remember what Germany has faced, what France has faced, what even the many European nations as well as the Latin American nations that they have faced with the passage of time, starting from the First to Second World War, including the Cold War eras. Those countries would be, could be also be something subject to the same kind of traitorship, some kind of a same betrayal or the backstabbing from America. So considering America's not so good history, considering America's, the self-centered interests, right now, what we have experienced it as well, 25% of interest, 25% of tariffs on the Indian goods. When Donald Trump is, openly saying that I am in favor of India, but doing a thing that is done by only the opponents, done by only the enemy countries, and now America has made it clear that yes, it's not on the Indian side. In fact, 48 hours back, just we're watching this video 48 hours back from this time, Donald Trump gave another statement which was literally troubling the whole world, not just us but the whole world. What was that? Very soon Pakistan may sell crude oil to India. I mean, Donald Trump, please wake up to reality. It's not that so simple. It's not that so simple, right? So why we have done that? Okay, so we have got multiple reasons that we have cited on the official grounds. So the Indian government conveyed that it is not interested in the proceedings, and the key reasons cited. The first one, lack of technology or basically the local production. What we are focusing on majorly the Make in India campaign, the self-reliant, the Atmanirbhar Bharat, specifically in the defense products. So America said, no, we are not going to technology. We're not going to transfer the technology. We are not even going to provide you, any kind of the local production. We will just, pack up this F-35 and we'll courier it to you. We said, no, we don't need that. Secondly, yes, the high life cycle maintenance cost. Per unit cost will be, around 80 million US dollars. We are not, onto these type of a wastage. Then finally, yes, compatibility issues. The engine that is there in F-35, okay, will be not so much on the par level, on the same level that we have got into the 278 tanker fighter engines. Apart from that, our IACCS, that is also known as Integrated Command and Control System. So the systems, the equipments we have, okay, the digital systems as well as the physical systems we do have presently in our fleet or in our air force, Well, F-35 doesn't fit exactly into the lines of the present system, right? So obviously it might create some kind of disturbance into the communication, or even, it might sabotage the missions that our force, Indian Air Force, would be going ahead with. Then, next thing. This is what, has happened basically through this particular digital thing. You can understand through this particular, infographics, you can understand. On one side, you are watching F-35. On the other side, you are watching now the indigenously built Tejas. Yes, we are happy. Why? Because after saying no to F-35, this is what we have done. We have just literally eradicated or vanished this F-35, and our Tejas Mk1 fighter jets, they are now the new kid in the town for the sake of discussion, right? So let's now talk about this F-35 thing. And before that, let's talk about the Russian proposal. So instead, Russia has proposed or has offered Su-57 and 35M fighter jets with 60% of local production in India. That is aligning with India's self-reliance goals, right? With our self-reliance goals. This is what Russia has to offer us, right? You take our Su-57 and 35 fighter jets, and don't worry, you can do 60% of the production in your country, that is in India only. This is what Russia has to state. And finally, the Defense Secretary, one of the experts as well, Mr. R.K. Singh, he has confirmed that literally neither the Russian fighter jets nor even the F-35. India is, as of now, focusing more and more on building the indigenous things. Like, we are going ahead with the production of the fighter tanks. We are going ahead with the production of the fighter drones as well. We are going ahead with the production of the rifles as well as the snipers, along with all the other military equipment. And so, why should we stepping back in the production of the fighter jets? So this is what Mr. R.K. Singh, who is the Defense Secretary, who has stated that we are focusing on the production of AMCA. That is what? Advanced Medium Combat Aircrafts. And literally, very soon we will be exporting these fighter jets as well, as per the statements coming from the Defense Secretary. Now, we talk about the Tejas, the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, the company which is now creating India's indigenous fighter jets. And now let's talk about the program, the history, as well as the status. So we talk about Tejas LCA. The orientation came in the time period of 1980s, along with the lines of Defense Research and Development Organization, overseeing the designing, as well as we have got the another organization, that is HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, okay, as the manufacturing partner. So DRDO plus HAL, that is HAL, as the manufacturing as well as the production partners. Then the first squadron became operational in the year 2016. And as of now, that is 2025 present date, 2 Mk1 squadrons are active. And the initial batch of 40 Mk1 fighter jets, they are already in action, in which 38 are delivered and final 2 trainees cleared the first flight in January 2025. So basically, Atmanirbhar, that is the self-reliance thing, is easily visible here, right? Now the next thing, the future projections. As per the defense as well as the ministry, defense organizations, that is our Indian Air Force, as well as the defense ministry's statements. What we have got, Indian Air Force plans to procure 83 Mk1A jets plus a possible follow-on of 97 more, with a total investment of 67,000 crores, that is roughly $7.8 billion as of now, bringing the Mk1 fleet to exactly up to 180. That's badly needed considering our not so good partners into the west and the east, right? That is LOC and the LAC. One side, now Pakistan, and the other side, the so-called China, right? Now, the next one, Tejas Mk2. This is medium weight fighter jet, okay, and is also under the construction, manufacturing, or basically the production is going on, the development is going on, and the prototype rollout is already there in this year 2025. Okay, and the first flight is expected to take place in 2026, and the mass production shall be there by the year 2029. And by early 2030s, Indian Air Force may operate up to 350 Tejas Mk1, Mk1A, as well as Mk2. So guys, this is a thing where we must clap for our DRDO, for our HAL, as well as our Indian Air Force. And the experts, we have got the Kota Hari Narayan, the one who is considered as the chief designer of the Tejas aircrafts, right? What he has quoted, that we have been given absolute emphasis that India is set to achieve the self-reliance in fighter jet aircrafts, okay, as well as we shall be becoming the defense exporter soon. So this is what the statement has come from a person who is the chief designer of what? Of these Tejas aircrafts, what we are discussing here, right? So when the chief designer is saying something, so obviously, right, this statement does makes the difference, and this statement stands absolutely genuine. It is not coming from any politician's mouth or any type of a media person's mouth. This is coming from the chief designer. So we need to understand and we must accept this as one of the most genuine facts. Now let's talk about the difference between the Tejas as well as the F-35, for which we said no, tata, bye bye. So we talk about the generation and role. So F-35 is far ahead, like for example, it's fifth generation, whereas our Tejas, they are just 4.5 generation only, including our light as well as the medium aircrafts, right? Medium weight aircrafts. We talk about the stealth as the sensors, stealth and the sensors. So it is fully stealth control, as in it is having the full stealth. It can, go ahead with low observability, and it can also dodge the radars of the enemies. Whereas we talk about Tejas, so obviously it is having only the limited stealth. It can't dodge the radars fully. Cost and the maintenance. So obviously what we have discussed, $80 million per unit, a high upkeep costs. Whereas Tejas, they are very of low cost, low maintenance. Obviously, they are made in India. Then technology transfer. So US has stated that we are not going to provide any technology transfer. So totally restricted, no full co-development. And obviously here there is no scope of technology transfer because it is our own made only, that is Tejas. So fully indigenous and open for co-production under Make in India. Compatibility. So obviously what we have discussed, the reasons cited why we said no for Tejas, because obviously with regard to our IACS, okay, as well as the other radar systems, this particular F-35 doesn't suits well, right? So what we have got, compatibility designed around Western infrastructure, and our infrastructure, that is our defense infrastructure, it is either Indian or the Russian systems, right? The delivery timeline, so they have stated no deal, obviously, so no fixed timeline. Okay, they didn't provide any fixed timeline, so we said, okay, sorry, we are also not going ahead with the deal, right? So what is the fixed timeline here? So MK1 deliveries ongoing, and MK2, okay, they shall be with our Indian Air Force within next couple of years, like by maximum 2030. Okay, now the strategic fit for India, acquiring platform dominated. Obviously, if we acquire this, America will dominate. We don't want America to dominate. We don't want any other country or any other company even to dominate at least our defense sector, right? Now let's talk about the key features. This is one. This is Tejas, MK1, MK1A, and MK2. So what are the key features? MK1, single engine, delta wing. Delta wing, as in it looks something like this, triangular shape. Okay, so this is what the delta wing is. Fly by wire, as in simply it is not having the conventional joysticks type or conventional this control system type. It is having an advanced, maybe you can call it AI enabled, or maybe you can call it as sound enabled technique. Okay, so that is what is known as fly by wire, as well as the delta wings, and now it is replacing our MiG-21s. So thanks, first of all, I would like to represent my thanks from the side of the whole StudyIQ team, okay, to this MiG fighter jets. Since last 4 decades, these MiG fighter jets, they have been providing us with absolute amount of safety and security. They have fought for us in many of the battles as well, right? In fact, Abhinandan sir, to whom, this whole world is aware of now. So he was also flying the MiG fighter jet only when he got crash landed in the Pakistani territory. Okay, and then the whole world knows what happened next, right? So MiG-21s in the next month, that is by September, the 2 squadrons of the MiG-21 fighter jets, that is the Bison and the Panthers, they are about to retire, and literally it's an honor to have such type of an advanced state of the art technology fighter jets with us. Okay, now they are outdated obviously, but yes, in their time they were the state of the art cutting edge technology. Okay, and thanks to Russia as well for providing us such MiG fighter jets. Okay, they provided us a huge boost in our defense systems, right? Now next one is MK1A. upgraded with the SR radar. Okay, the simply speaking, these are the radars which works electronically, as well as they do take care of the pulses as well, right? So upgraded with ISA radar, then air to air refueling. Okay, you can refuel it in the mid of the flight itself. Now electronic warfare suit. Apart from that, improved avionics as well as the weapon integration. And then we have got the MK2, that is the medium weight fighter jet. So it is more powerful engine, okay, dual engine basically. As you can see, MK1 and MK1A, they are the single engine, whereas MK2A would be the dual engine. And yes, obviously, the longer range, the biggest thing, and the higher payload, that is, it can use or it can carry more and more, simply speaking, the weapons, okay, from missiles to any other types of destructive weapons, right? So this is where the Tejas MK1, MK1A, and MK2 stands. Let's also discuss about F-35. So stealth focus, fifth generation fighter jet. Okay, obviously it is absolutely stealth and fifth generation, as we've already discussed. Now, it is equipped with this one, which makes it one of the most lethal fighter jets as well. Okay, that is known as IRST. Simply speaking, infrared search and track system. Okay, so it can also basically go ahead with the search and track operation of its enemies, right? And then finally, high operational cost. This is the biggest thing which America is also facing. And now, so that we don't face all of these things, we said no to America, to Donald Trump, that we are sorry. We are literally sorry. We are not going to purchase these F-35 fighter toys. Okay. Well, toys, they're correct statement. They're not even proper jets as of now for us. So bye-bye. Thank you so much, America. Thank you so much, Trump, for the proposal. But yes, thanks for your tariff as well, because of which these, we got saved in purchasing these high cost, high maintenance, and not so very durable, not so very effective fighter jets as well, right? So guys, I hope this is all clear, and please remember, this is it with regard to the Tejas as well as the F-35 fighter jets. And please remember guys, we have got the resolution batch running for you starting from the time that is 8th of August. So what we have got to offer you: 1,000+ hours of live classes, access to recorded lectures taught by the greatest educators of this nation. Their personal class notes will be given to you immediately at the end of the session. Finally, you'll get the 18 sets of printed books as well, along with your prelims test series, mains test series, as well as the interview guidance program. And yes, the most wonderful thing is the mains residential program is also included in this one particular subscription, that is known as the resolution batch. So guys, if you are a serious UPSC CSE aspirant, you just need to understand that the greatest of the battles can be won with the strongest of the weapons only. And where do you get the strongest of the weapons? That is basically the notes. Okay, basically the best teachers, the best mentors, the best books, the best test series, including your prelims, 75+ tests for your prelims, 15+ tests for your mains, and multiple mock interviews when it comes to your interview guidance program. And remember, once you have qualified your prelims exam, that for sure you are going to do, you will be called to Delhi in those 90 days of your prelim and 90 days of your mains. That is the time gap between your prelims to mains. Like for example, 2026, 24th of May is your prelims, and 21st of August, your mains examination are about to commence. So roughly you have got 87 days for you, or 87 days with you, and for those 87 days, you will be here with us in our Rajendra Nagar Center, and your accommodation will be totally on us. You don't have to pay a single penny for your accommodation, right? So obviously Delhi's Rajendra Nagar hub for civil services. So the great mentors with whom, the great educators with whom you learned online, the very same great educators and mentors will be present there in front of you in the offline mode to teach you, to train you, to prepare you for your next big one, that is the mains examination. So guys, remember what you need to do. You need to just enroll at the earliest possible time, because the next batch is about to commence from 8th of August, right? So what are the prices and what are the subscription plans? So we have got multiple subscription plans starting with gold, platinum, and diamond, and the prices, they are starting with just rupees 9,999 only. So what you need is, you need with yourself a promo code that is here, PRV Live. Okay, so just apply this promo code, guys. Okay, and get the maximum possible discount on any purchase on the StudyIQ platform of any batch, not just this batch, of any batch. So what you need to have is this one promo code. Okay, that is PRV Live. So just apply it and get the maximum possible discount. And guys, please remember, enroll and eliminate all the odds all the obstacles that could come or might be coming in your preparation journey. Right, everyone? So remember, 8th of August, the batches are going to commence. And in case you have any doubt, you can ping me on my Telegram as well as my Instagram accounts. Okay, so this is the QR code for the Telegram that is known as Praveen_StudyIQ. So you can just go on the search bar of Telegram and type Praveen_StudyIQ and get connected, or else you can search, just to scan this QR code as well. Okay, apart from that, this is my Instagram account as well. You can ping me here. That is Praveen Mishra_2107. So you can just connect with me here as well and let me know whatever your doubts are and how I can address them. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. But please, before you leave, remember you need to hit the subscribe button of the StudyIQ IAS English channel. Okay, a channel dedicated to provide you all the quality and quantity of the content. Okay, so please hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel. Okay, everyone. Bye bye. Good day. Take care. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.